Hey everybody, it's Mark Yagi. Welcome to another weekly market pulse. I'm your host, Mark Yagi. I just said that, but it's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. You don't want me to start singing, but anyway, this is green market. Second week of a green market. It's exciting. Things are moving up. Just got off a great mastermind call, and right at the end, one of the guys piped up and said, "You know what? Palantir is hitting an all-time high, and that's been one we've been watching for a while, and we've been telling you to buy it for quite a while." And it's gone from the 100s, the 110s, 120s, 130s, and now today it's about to hit 140. Really exciting, and this stock is a probably a wartime stock if you want to look at it. And if there's anything that happens here, if there's a war, Palantir is going to probably go higher, together with all the other defense stocks. But what do I know? I'm just going to guy that reports the news in the stock market. So let's take a look at what we're looking at. We got a green market, like I mentioned. This was last week, three green lights. This week we got four. So we are four green lights, which means all systems are go, and that's when we like to push our accelerator pedal a little bit. Taking a look at the Nasdaq, you can see this long V recovery. We are almost at the top of this recovery. Part of that is is we have to print money to pay off a lot of our increasing debt, and part of it is, all the tariff stuff is now kind of moving behind us, and they're not so fearful. But now we got a new fear going on with the bombs dropping, and there's always something, right? But anyway, we are down and up off the lows from this morning. Everybody thought, oh, we're going to have a market crash today. Well, the market's a little bit more resilient than people think. And so you're seeing it in the Nasdaq. Look at that. All the charts kind of look the same except for one. But this S&P 500 is above the 200-day moving average. Things are looking up, and that is bullish right now. The Dow is the one that's not the same. It's below the 200-day moving average. It's struggling a little bit. But the other three are doing great. Look at the New York Stock Exchange doing great above the $20,000 level. And so that's kind of yummy. And the volatility is increasing, spiked up, but it's right at the 200-day mean. And that's not that big a deal compared to some of the volatility that we had in April. This is nothing. Bitcoin, I thought I'd throw it up. This is a monthly chart on Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin hit an all-time high of about 111,000, and then it came back up and hit 110,000 earlier this week. But look, it's sitting at 105,000. And I think that with a war going on, there is no freaking reason this is at 105,000. It really should be jumping up higher. Apple, you can see Apple is a really stinky poopy head when it comes to a chart. This is a downward facing chart, but you can see that the downs are becoming less. It's a volatility contraction pattern, and that just means that the volatility is getting less and less. And when that happens, generally you get a reversal in the stock. I'm not saying I know if it's going to reverse or not. I don't know anything. All I know is that there's a volatility contraction pattern, and the probabilities are that we're starting to bottom in a green market in Apple. So even though Apple's down, a couple of bucks today, it was 197.30 when I printed this. It is showing some consolidation here towards the bottom of its range. Tesla looks similar, but at least it's above the 200-day moving average and looks like it wants to move higher. I just heard that they canceled their robo-taxi event, which is kind of weird, and the stock really didn't do much. But anyway, we think robo-taxis are the wave of the future, but we need a little more strength in Tesla to take this thing higher. MicroStrategy, different story. It is holding its recent run-up highs. It's kind of hanging in there under the $400 level, but as soon as it gets a bid, it's going to probably run up to that 430. I don't know when that's going to happen. I just know it's consolidating its gains over the last couple of months in this little consolidation area right in here. Palantir, like I mentioned, just just about to hit 140, certainly in the 139s right now at an all-time high. And this stock just looks strong. You could see a relative strength rating of 99. That means it's performing better than 99% of the stocks out there. There is no 100. It's like in the top 1%. This is the kind of stock you want. And I had somebody comment on the channel that's like, well, Palantir is 100% overpriced. And I'm like, what does that mean, right? When a stock is overpriced, so does that mean you should short it? Or does that mean a stock that's overpriced and is going higher is going to continue to go higher? I'm a momentum trader. I like stocks that are at their highs and continue to go higher. Like if you would have said that it's overpriced at, half of the value of what it is today, because if it's 100% overpriced, that means 77 was the value and that was it. It was 100%. It was at the top. Well, then you would have missed out on all this. So none of that fundamental crap with PEs and PEG ratios and all that stuff works with growth stocks because growth stocks, you want them to be breaking out, right? You want to break out because breakout brings momentums higher, right? I could show you 1,000 charts about Apple and Amazon and Microsoft and Dell and Monster Beverage and First Solar. You know, a stock has to make a high to go higher, right? You can't say, well, it's already full price. Growth stocks just go higher, they melt up. And so I like growth stocks. I'm not a value guy. A lot of people are value people. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not my thing. But don't say that a stock is overvalued when it keeps breaking out to new highs. Just because it's breaking out to new highs, it can't break out to new highs unless it's made a high. Like, okay, anyway, it's obvious to me. Nvidia, another one that is really nicely up off the bottom, 86.62. It's now at 142 something. It is on a run. I'm not saying it's got a lot of work to do to get to 153, which is its breakout spot. And then it's got to have some volume. So it's got some work to do, but it's on an uphill tear. And we all like Nvidia, don't we? Right? A lot of stuff going on in Nvidia. Robinhood is one of those cheaper stocks that is doing a lot of things right. And it didn't get included in the S&P 500, but boy, is it melting up. It's looking pretty good. And so it's near all-time highs as well. Him and hers, which to make those blue pills, this has got a beautiful cup with a handle. Top of the handle got tested there. That 65.89 is your spot if you want to get in on an entry there on a breakout. And so it's got to come up and make this little consolidation at 65.89 if it wants to break that little handle. SoFi Technologies, pretty hard for me to mess with this one because it's so cheap. But if you like cheap stocks, this is a good one. It's got a good relative strength rating, and it wants to go take a peek at that 1842. And that, if you want to get in early, this might be a spot for you. We are doing a golden cross, kind of skimming a golden cross here. Um, right here at the 13 something level. But this one looks pretty good. Core Weave, I can't touch this one because it's a hockey stick, and hockey sticks tend to come back. If you remember my MicroStrategy video from November 20th, 21st, somewhere in there, this was the same pattern. It was a hockey stick, and hockey sticks usually correct huge. This one looks like it might correct 40% to me, but it is a provider to NVIDIA. So as long as NVIDIA is doing well, CoreWeave is going to do well. It's just a recent IPO, and I think a lot of these sellers, once the restrictions come off, they might sell and cause a downdraft in that one. Amazon coming through a nice cup and handle with pattern, wants to break out around the 215 level. Nothing wrong with Amazon at this point. It's just had a lot of work to get through all these overhead sellers. Microsoft is in a breakout. So if you like stocks that are breaking out and making all-time highs, you got one here in Microsoft, and Microsoft's doing a lot of things right and quietly, right? You don't hear about Microsoft very much. They're just quietly making money. Alphabet, you do hear a lot. They got antitrust problems. The stock chart is not looking good, but it's starting to look a little better. It's just, eh. It's certainly not in my favorites, but especially because they're in the news um, with that antitrust stuff, and they're also like, I don't know. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot with this AI, but I don't know. What do I know? It just seems like a company that is selling ads and selling placement for websites, like people aren't searching anymore. That's just how I see it. All right, that's probably enough. I think I talked fast and enough, and I'm kind of spent. But I want to appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much, and I hope that helps a little bit. I'm trying to just throw a bunch of stuff in front of you so you could start getting your brain accustomed to picking out the patterns yourself. I don't always need to pick them out for you. I hope you can start picking them out. Maybe telling me about it. That'd be cool. But anyway, hope that helps. I appreciate your being here. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. We're in a green market, so you need to buy something or add something if you haven't already done that. But keep making money. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Take care.